Oh, look how adorable everyone looks, my mother-in-law gushed, passing around her phone at Sunday dinner. Olivia, you always organize the most wonderful family photos. I peered over my plate, catching glimpses of my sister-in-law's latest masterpiece, another perfectly coordinated family photo shoot featuring her husband Tom, their 3 kids, and my in-laws. Everyone wore matching cream sweaters, posed artfully in a sunlit meadow. My husband Matt squeezed my hand under the table. He knew what was coming. When did you take these? I asked, trying to keep my voice neutral. They're beautiful. Olivia barely glanced up from her wine glass. Last weekend, just a little something I threw together. You know how I love capturing family memories. Family memories. Right, the same family memories that somehow never included Matt, me, or our 2 children, Emma and Lucas. Funny, Matt said, his voice tight. We didn't know about this one either. Oh, Olivia's eyes widened with practiced innocence. Did I forget to send you the details? I could have sworn I texted you. You know how hectic things get, organizing 6 people's schedules. 7 years of this. 7 years of forgotten invites, lost text messages, and perfectly curated family photos that excluded our branch of the family tree. When Matt and I first got married, I tried to give Olivia the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she really did forget. Maybe the messages really did get lost. But after 7 years, the pattern was impossible to ignore. Mom, can we see the pictures? Emma, my 9-year-old, asked hopefully. My heart clenched as my mother-in-law hesitated before passing her the phone. I watched Emma's face fall slightly as she scrolled through the photos. Everyone looks so nice, she said quietly. Even cousin Jake, and he hates pictures. Lucas, my 6-year-old, peered over her shoulder. How come we're never in the pictures, Mommy? The table fell silent. My mother-in-law suddenly became very interested in her napkin. My father-in-law cleared his throat uncomfortably. Because Aunt Olivia keeps forgetting to invite us, buddy, Matt said, his voice carefully controlled but with an edge I recognized. He was done pretending. Matt, his mother warned, but he shook his head. No, Mom, we're done dancing around this. Olivia, you've been organizing these photo shoots for years, and not once have you included us. You post them all over social media, send them out as holiday cards, frame them for Mom and Dad's house. And every single time you have some excuse about why we weren't invited. Olivia's perfectly maintained smile tightened. I told you, I've been trying to include you. It's not my fault if you're too busy with work to make time for family activities. Too busy? I couldn't help but laugh. We've never even had the chance to be too busy. You can't turn down an invitation you never received. Well, Olivia sniffed, maybe if you made more of an effort to be involved in family activities. Like the Sunday dinners we never miss, Matt interrupted. The birthdays we always celebrate, the holidays we always attend. Those family activities. Children, my father-in-law started, but Olivia was already standing up, gathering her designer purse and her children's things. I can see we're not wanted here, she announced dramatically. Come on, kids. We know when we're not welcome. As she herded her children toward the door, my mother-in-law hurried after her, trying to smooth things over. My father-in-law gave us a disappointed look before following them. Emma and Lucas sat quietly, pushing food around their plates. The sound of car doors slamming, engines starting, and vehicles pulling away filled the awkward silence. I'm sorry, kids, Matt said finally. I shouldn't have lost my temper. Why doesn't Aunt Olivia want us in the pictures? Lucas asked again, his little voice wobbling slightly. I looked at my children's faces, Emma trying so hard to be brave, Lucas confused and hurt. And something inside me shifted. 7 years of watching my kids feel excluded, of seeing them puzzle over why they weren't good enough to be in the family photos, of watching them internalize the message that they somehow didn't count. No more. You know what? I said, pulling out my phone. I think it's time we started our own tradition. What do you mean? Emma asked. I smiled, already scrolling through local photographers on Instagram. How would you like to do our own family photo shoot? Something special just for us? Really? Lucas perked up. Can I wear my superhero cape? Absolutely, I said, my mind already racing with ideas. In fact, I think this photo shoot should be all about showing who we really are as a family. No matching sweaters? Emma asked hopefully. Matt laughed, the tension finally breaking. No matching sweaters. Just us, being ourselves. As we drove home that evening, the kids chattering excitedly about outfit ideas, I couldn't help but smile. Olivia's perfectly posed, color-coordinated photos might be what she considered family memories, but I had something different in mind. Something authentic. Something joyful. Something that would show our children that they didn't need to fit into someone else's picture-perfect mold to be worthy of celebration. I had no way of knowing then that our response to years of exclusion would not only heal our family's wounds, but would also spark a movement that would touch thousands of lives. But that's getting ahead of the story. First, we had a photo shoot to plan, one that would change everything. And Olivia? She had no idea what was coming. The photographer I found, Sofia Martinez, was everything I hadn't expected. Instead of pushing us toward traditional poses and matching outfits, she asked about our family's interests, our personalities, our genuine moments of joy. "Let's create something real," she said during our planning meeting, "something that captures who you truly are." We decided to do the shoot at our home, starting in the kitchen, where our family spent most of our time. Emma in her science apron conducting experiments with baking soda and vinegar. Lucas wearing his favorite cape, flying through the house with flour-covered hands from our Sunday pizza-making tradition. Matt and I in the middle of it all, laughing, messy, and completely ourselves. "These are amazing," Sofia said, showing us previews on her camera. The joy just radiates from every shot. She followed us through our regular Saturday routine, board games in the living room where we were all fiercely competitive, backyard soccer matches where Lucas insisted on being the referee while wearing his cape, and quiet moments in our reading nook where Emma helped her little brother sound out words. "One more location," I suggested, leading everyone to our garage. Matt raised an eyebrow, but I just smiled. Our garage had become our creation station, as the kids called it. One wall was covered in a massive mural we'd been painting together for months. Each family member had their own section to express themselves. Emma's part was full of planets and stars. Lucas had created a superhero city. Matt added classic cars, and I contributed a garden of wildflowers. "This," Sofia breathed, "this is absolutely perfect." She captured us adding to the mural together, paint on our clothes, faces, and even Lucas's cape. The late afternoon sun streamed through the garage windows, creating a golden glow around our family's artwork. "Mom, can we do one more thing?" Emma asked as we were wrapping up. She whispered her idea in my ear, and I felt tears prick my eyes. "Of course, sweetie." Emma disappeared into the house and returned with a family photo from Olivia's last shoot, the one where we weren't included. She propped it up on a shelf in the garage, then gathered us around our mural. "Can you take a picture of us looking at that photo? But like happy?" she asked Sofia. "Because we don't need to be in their pictures to be a family." My heart swelled as Sofia positioned us, all of us looking at Olivia's perfect photo while standing in front of our beautifully chaotic mural, covered in paint, Lucas's cape slightly crooked, Emma's science goggles pushed up on her head, Matt and I with our arms around each other. "This is it," Sofia said softly. "This is the story." When the photos came back a week later, I couldn't stop crying. They weren't just pictures. They were moments of pure authenticity. Every image captured something real: the laughter, the mess, the love, the creativity that made our family unique. "These are incredible," Matt said, his voice thick with emotion. "This is us, really us." The kids were ecstatic, pointing out their favorite shots and already asking when we could do it again. But it was Emma's final photo concept that struck me the most, our paint-covered, joy-filled family looking at Olivia's pristine portrait with genuine smiles. It spoke volumes about acceptance, about choosing joy over bitterness, about creating our own happiness. "I want to share these," I said suddenly, "not just as holiday cards, but on social media too, with a message." Matt looked at me carefully. "Are you sure? You know Olivia will see them." "I'm sure," I replied, not to spite her, but to show other families that they don't need to fit some perfect mold to be worth capturing. We decided to create holiday cards first. Instead of the traditional single photo, we made a collage of our various activities: science experiments, pizza making, mural painting, superhero games. At the bottom, we added a simple message: "From our perfectly imperfect family to yours." Then, with the kids' enthusiastic permission, I shared the photos on social media. I wrote about our experience of being excluded from family photos, but instead of focusing on the hurt, I emphasized how it led us to create something authentically ours. Perfect family photos are beautiful, I wrote, but real family moments are magical. Here's to embracing who we truly are, mess and all. I posted it late one evening after the kids were in bed. Matt and I sat together on the couch, both nervous and excited about sharing our story. Neither of us could have predicted what would happen next. By morning, the post had thousands of likes and shares. Comments poured in from families sharing similar experiences of feeling like they didn't fit the perfect family mold. Parents posted their own real family moments, kids mid-tantrum, pets photobombing portraits, meals gone hilariously wrong. "You've started something," Matt said, scrolling through the responses. "Something important." Sophia called mid-morning. "Your photos have gone viral in the photography community," she said excitedly. "Everyone's talking about authentic family photography. I've already had calls from families wanting similar sessions." As the day continued, our story spread further. Parenting websites picked it up. News outlets reached out for interviews, but the most meaningful responses came from families like ours. Families who felt seen and validated by our decision to embrace our reality. And Olivia? Well, that's where things got interesting. The annual family Christmas gathering was 3 weeks after our photos went viral. We hadn't heard directly from Olivia, but through my mother-in-law, I knew she'd seen everything. Our photos had even been featured on a national morning show, in a segment about the importance of authentic family representation. Walking into my in-laws' house that Christmas Eve, I held Matt's hand tightly. Emma and Lucas bounded ahead, excited to show their cousins the superhero cape and science kit they brought along. No more hiding who they were. The atmosphere shifted noticeably when we entered. Olivia was already there, standing by the Christmas tree, her children hovering uncertainly nearby. The usual perfectly coordinated family outfits were missing. Instead, her kids were wearing what looked like clothes they'd chosen themselves. "Aunt Olivia." Lucas ran up to her, cape flying behind him. "Look what I brought for Jake." He pulled out a matching cape from his backpack, holding it up to his cousin. The old Olivia would have sniffed disapprovingly, but something had changed. She knelt down to Lucas's level, examining the cape with genuine interest. "That's very thoughtful of you, Lucas," she said softly. "Jake's been talking about your superhero games ever since he saw the photos." My mother-in-law appeared from the kitchen, wiping her hands on her apron. "Oh good, everyone's here. Olivia has something she'd like to say." The room fell quiet. Olivia stood up, smoothing her skirt, a nervous gesture I'd never seen from her before. She started, then paused, looking at her own children. "I owe you all an apology, especially Emma and Lucas." The kids stopped their excited chatter, watching their aunt curiously. "Those photos you took," Olivia continued, "they made me realize something. I spent so many years trying to create this perfect image of family, the right clothes, the right poses, the right everything. But when I saw your photos, the joy, the mess, the real moments," she took a deep breath. "I realized what I've been doing to my own children, to all of us." Jake, her oldest, stepped forward. "Mom let us pick our own clothes today," he announced proudly, showing off his dinosaur sweater. "And we made cookies," his sister added. "They're kind of burned, but Mom said that's okay." Tears welled in Olivia's eyes. "I've been so focused on appearances that I forgot what family really means. Watching your photos go viral, seeing how many people connected with your realness, it made me ashamed of how I've treated you all." Matt squeezed my hand. I could feel the years of hurt beginning to heal. "Would you?" Olivia hesitated. "Would you help me learn how to capture real moments, not just perfect poses?" Before I could respond, Emma spoke up. "We're painting the last part of our garage mural tomorrow. You could all come help if you want. It's really fun getting messy." The genuine smile that spread across Olivia's face was nothing like her usual practice one. "We've loved that." The rest of the evening was unlike any family gathering we'd had before. The kids played superhero games together, capes flying. Jake showed Emma his own science experiments. The adults shared stories of their most disastrous family photos, laughing together instead of competing. Later, as we were all gathered around the tree, my mother-in-law called for a family photo. Usually this would have been Olivia's cue to arrange everyone perfectly. Instead, she looked at me. "How about we try it your way?" So we did. No posed smiles, No coordinated outfits, just our whole family squeezed together on the couch, kids sprawled across laps, Lucas and Jake in their matching capes, Emma showing her cousins how to make silly putty, genuine laughter all around. That photo now hangs in all our homes, including Olivia's. It's not perfect, someone's eyes are closed, Lucas's cape is covering half of Jake's face, and Emma's science experiment left a stain on the couch. But it's real. It's us. Our story continued to inspire others. Sophia's authentic family photography sessions became so popular she had to start a waiting list. Olivia and I even collaborated on a blog about embracing imperfect family moments, sharing stories of burnt cookies, failed craft projects, and the beauty found in everyday chaos. But the real victory wasn't in the viral posts or the morning show features. It was in the small moments, watching our children play together without fear of judgment, seeing Olivia relax and laugh genuinely, building new traditions that celebrated who we really were. Sometimes the best revenge isn't about getting even. Sometimes it's about showing others a better way forward. Our perfectly imperfect family photos didn't just change our family's dynamic, they helped us all remember what really matters. And now, every family photo includes all of us. Mess, chaos, superhero capes, and all.